Welcome back. Taking a look at weather now. Meteorologist Lisa Montgomerey. We made it to Friday, Lisa.
It's Friday, yes. It's a little cool out there, but boy, what a beautiful evening. Did you see the full moon?
Oh, yeah. I did look up
full
in the
moon,
sky.
bright, clear skies. I bet we had a beautiful sunset tonight. So hopefully if you're at Carmel Beach, Point Lobos, all those places where you can go and really enjoy the beautiful place that we live. And we're still looking good out there for tonight. It's just chilly. Temperatures are falling fast, and we do have a chance for some patchy frost in some of the hills across the Central Coast. So bundle up, close those windows, get that extra blanket out. We're looking nice and calm though as we take a look live from Domenico's on the Wharf at Monterey Bay. Beautiful calm waters glistening, just love it. We do have a small craft advisory that will be in effect this weekend because we will have some strong gusty winds pretty much across the entire Central Coast, but we're worried about what's happening up north in the Santa Cruz Mountains and the Diablo Range, where we could have some very strong winds in those higher peaks, and that's just going to cause some fire concerns if any fires ignite due to the very dry air in place, the low relative humidity. So that's something we have to be concerned about. But it is Halloween weekend. We're looking good for the daytime. The afternoon hours will get up at least into the mid-60s. It's still going to be a cool day tomorrow, below average, but we'll gradually warm up. In fact, you'll see by Sunday, we are going to warm up to around 70 degrees here across much of the Central Coast. Here we'll be looking at the 70s. It will be windy though. We will have some breezy conditions everywhere. But if you're starting out Halloween early, I know Pacific Grove has their trick-or-treating 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You'll need to layer up the kids underneath the costumes because it will be quite chilly. We're talking about the 30s and the 40s. Look where we're at now. You can see we're falling into the 40s across much of the area. And we've got the low 50s too. So everybody will be feeling the cold tonight and tomorrow morning. And then we'll begin to see some nicer conditions as we head into the afternoon. So we are looking at the patchy frost, dry and sunny, but it will be windy over the weekend. And then we'll see a warming trend as we head into the work and the school week. So temperatures will be getting back to normal into the 70s, possibly the low 80s too. We've got that trough system for much of the northern half of California. Even frost and freeze warnings, advisories for Eureka up through Northern California. And again, we could have some patchy frost too, and this is going to keep us high and dry, some very dry air in place with low relative humidity. And you can see we're kind of between systems. As this moves out, we've got another system moving in, and we're right over the middle here, and that's what's going to give us those greater pressure gradients, and that's what causes those strong winds, and that's why we will have those windy conditions, it looks like, for Saturday and Sunday. Once that moves out, this ridge builds in, that's what's going to warm us up. Our wind should calm down, I would say, by late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. And then we are looking at some sunshine. Next week's looking good, even into October 31st, Tuesday. We're still looking good with plenty of sunshine and some milder temperatures too. But we've got to deal with these winds. We've got a wind advisory. You can see here shaded in blue, and that's because we could have those gusts anywhere from 35 to 50 mile per hour. We'll have those offshore winds, northwest winds, and could cause some downed tree limbs, maybe some power outages. And then we also have that red flag warning that we've been talking about all day, and it's for those areas shaded in pink, again, north of Monterey Bay, the Santa Cruz Mountains, back through the Diablo Range, and take a look at this. Look at these gusts, and we've got the low relative humidity. So please, outdoor burning is not recommended at all this weekend. Everybody stay safe and stay warm. Here's a look at your forecast then for tonight. We're looking at those lows in the 40s here. Tomorrow in the 60s and the low 70s, 72 for Boulder Creek. Salinas 66 after a very chilly morning, low of 40 degrees. Everybody else in the low 40s too. Gilroy 40 degrees. And then around the peninsula, we're looking at the 60s with sunshine. It will be windy, and even as we head into those interior locations, this is where we see the 30s. Look at this, Bradley 36, Parkfield 34, the Pinnacles 34, 39 for King City, and then we'll see the 60s in most locations here, 73 for Bradley. That is it. Even Carmel Valley looking at 66 degrees. Lots of sunshine, and we do begin to warm up as we head into next week. Looking good there across the coast and even inland. Still a little breezy for Monday, but still these temperatures are on the right track. going upwards. So we'll have some warm conditions next week.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Lisa.